That's all you're gonna get with this video. I mean... Intro. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name's Rainy Day Lily. Hi. Are we liking the vibes, the aesthetic? I kind of went for a pink, like mermaidy theme for today's video. I tried my best to go all beachy. Too bad I have nowhere to wear this outfit. That's like all my outfits ever. But yeah. But thank you guys so much for the love. I know everyone wants a next step video. I'm working on it. It's just really hard for me to watch stuff without a VPN. It's not available. The next step season 8 to 9 is not available here in South Africa, so I'm trying my best to watch the season. For today's video, we're gonna be talking about H20. Do y'all remember H20? Come on, baddies know H20, okay? The girlies, the girly pops, the gays, come on. We know H20, and I know you do. And if you don't, you better go watch those episodes, because we need to be having a full-on circle talk, and I want you to be included. So go on, watch those episodes, and let's get into the video. Okay, when y'all think of the emblematic material of mermaids represented in modern-day media, who are you thinking of? Go. Okay, well, you might be thinking of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. You might be thinking of Aquamarine, or perhaps even Mira from Aquaman, if she even counts. All are relevant within their own rights, but I'm sure the majority of you were thinking of H2O, Just Add Water. But can y'all believe there are a minority of people who do not know what the show is? As stated before, you better get on your Zoom. You better go be watching that, okay? So let me enlighten or re-enlighten you. Synopsis. H2O Just Add Water was an Australian fantasy children and teen drama television created by Jonathan M. Schiff. It first screened on Australia's Network 10 and as of 2009 ran in a syndication in over 120 countries with a worldwide audience of more than 250 million. I believe it streamed on Nickelodeon in the United States, but I'm not all too sure. However, in South Africa, it did stream on Disney Channel. The description for the show states, "Teenagers always feel different, but these three Australian girls really are different. They're mermaids. Trying to keep their special powers a secret is hard for Emma, Ricky, and Cleo. When they're not in school, they're using their magical powers to save sea turtles and rescue those in need. Local bully Zane and popular snob Miriam don't make it easy on the girls to keep their adventures hidden." Of course, this was just primarily the premise or synopsis of season 1, and characters do develop, in which we are introduced to more struggles and adversity that these characters will face from season 2 to season 3. Throughout the series, the girls were obviously met and faced with adversity, like I said. Proclaiming to your typical high school experience, bullying, manipulation, romantic interests and problems, discussions of socio-economic circumstances, which we do not see enough of today, and the biggest issue were that of 1, the full moon having hypnotized or possessed the girls into their full mermaid nature. Number 2, the anxiety of keeping their powers a secret due to the possible exploitation of them, which is heavily pushed and emphasized within the season of exploitation. I mean, when people find something good, they always want to exploit it, and it's so nasty, like you. And number 3, water can trigger their form of being a mermaid. So that's where we get the popular meme. Main characters. So for this section, I'm only going to be talking and analyzing the characters who are more prevalent within the series. We do see a glimpse of Lewis and Zane, but guys, this is the show for the girls, okay? I'm going to be talking about the main characters who are women, who are teenagers, because I resonate more with them, but I will do a relationship analysis, a brief one, but let's get into it. As mentioned before, the story introduces us to our 3 main characters, Ricky, Emma, and Cleo. Of course, with the obvious addition of Bella following Emma's departure from season 3. Ricky Chadwick, my favorite because, like, y'all cannot tell me she does not give Aries vibes. I'm an Aries, and Ricky gives me Aries vibes, as am I. She is introduced as our hot-headed, tomboyish female character who goes against or above and beyond social norms and stereotypes of expectations proclaiming to femininity, class, and socioeconomic status. Ricky represents a demographic of teenagers who ought to fit the using what you have to get what you need. She is receptive to change and often exhibits a rebellious yet strong sense of self when faced with adversity, very much reminiscent of her powers of heating, boiling, and controlling strong senses of electrokinesis. Kinesis? Ricky's wardrobe features a heavy emphasis on the color red, which may symbolize rage, passion, and courage and danger. This directly parallels her gifted powers that we see within the show. She occasionally complements her outfits with achromatic colors of black, brown, and camouflage to evoke her character comfortably. That is Ricky's character, and I really did enjoy her character. She's a female character who is not scared of embracing her tomboy style, who is not scared of speaking up for what she believes is an injustice. And I really looked up to her in a sense. I did not like her decision making when it came to her relationship, but we'll get into that. Next, we have Cleo Satori. She is introduced as your stereotypical girl next door character. She wears her heart on her sleeves and can appear to communicate socially by being a bit more emotional in her speech, decision making, and temper. She often acts as the mediator and looks to be insecure in some phases of the episodes and throughout the series. Of course, due to her vulnerability, she is more likely to be the victim of bullying, to which we note throughout season 1 and 2. Her power reflects her well as she has the gift of manipulating liquids at will, and it gives off a very airy and subtle feel to the character, to which we can see her gain some form of confidence in her powers, thus in turn shadowing her personality, which is obviously more visible in season 3. Cleo does such a huge 180 in season 3 that we see her become secure within herself, and she's much more receptive to being open and to also holding and standing her ground. Cleo's wardrobe features the cutesy or girly aesthetic of the 2000s, to which she dresses herself in light shades of pink and purple, often leading as a nurturing and playful mood. Emma Gilbert. Representing the higher class of this Australian society, I suppose, Emma Gilbert is introduced as your anxiety inducing, strong willed, and determined character. We love to see it. Very much reminiscent of her environment, which I would love to unpack, but then it is a kids' show, so not really inclined to do that. She's often a perfectionist and clashes a lot with Ricky, of course. I mean, you have your wild child versus the well behaved child. She has the gift of freezing water based liquids, to which it parallels her character's lack of fluidity. However, it also exhibits her clarity and honesty within her character. Emma's wardrobe features the emblematic colors of white and light blue color schemes and patterns, very reminiscent of the color of ice, or perhaps it symbolizes her loyalty, conservativity, and wisdom embedded into her character. Of course, we didn't get to see much of a character development as the actress, Claire Holt, departed from the show, but I like to think that in season 3 I would have loved to see her be much more open, but yeah. Isabella Hartley. Brought in to replace Emma in season 3, we are introduced to the polar opposite of her character. She is a bubbly and charming personality who has bright ideas and is always looking at the best in people. She had turned into a mermaid much earlier than the girls before and was gifted with the power to turn water into jelly. Yeah. Her wardrobe embodies her character, featuring summer tones of yellow and white, occasionally pink. But I do think the wardrobe department was going off with these characters. Like, they ate. Relationships. Oh, this is about to get tricky. You guys will let me know what you guys think. This is a brief analysis of their relationships. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt. I know some people are diehards, but I'm not, okay? Ricky and Zayn. This is your typical the bad boy gets the girl type of thing, but I don't even want to say that because the girl was Ricky and she got him, let's be honest. They are an unexpected duo who ultimately are my favorite. However, there were instances of toxicity within their relationship, which may have ruined their dynamic after another watch. I did like them and I felt like they complemented each other. However, I did think that there were issues in which they clashed a huge amount of times. Even from the mere fact that they come from different worlds socio-economically. uh, Ricky is more lower class, Zayn is more higher class, and I think even bridging that gap was a little bit tricky, but I did like that they addressed that within their relationship. I don't mind them, but let's also not forget the apparent disconnect in season 3. I have no idea what was going on with the couple in season 3. They were just faced with so many issues, not to mention Zayn being jealous and or threatened by Will because Will was somehow providing a sense of someone that Ricky could talk to. I mean, she was not communicating with Zayn within season 3. They weren't communicating with each other, and naturally you are going to gravitate more to people who are giving you that sense of validation to open up and to talk, which I don't think warrants jealousy. I mean, Will and Ricky, like, they have, I didn't mind them, but you should be able to trust your partner enough that they won't cheat on you or do something with another guy or woman. Just saying. We also had that introduction of the Sophie situation. Like, their relationship was just falling into the pits, guys. It was the pits to be a Ricky and Zayn fan in season 3 because I just felt like everything that was going on within the relationship was a little bit too toxic for me. Guys, communicate, and in the big one of communicating, the outcome you can get is to comprehend. Cleo and Lewis. I really liked Lewis. I really liked his character. He was such a sweet. He was an angel. Um, he needed a little bit of a backbone though. Like, that's not my type though. Like, but he was really nice. And I liked that he, was able to provide some sense of safety for Cleo and the girls. They're your typical slow burn couple who sets the will they or won't they trope that is prominent through almost all my shows that I've done on this channel. I thought that they were cute, but I did find it frustrating that they couldn't communicate with each other and tell each other their feelings, which perhaps is the more realistic aspect of teen relationships and teen communications. I mean, I would not just willy-nilly just go up to the guy that I have a crush on who happens to be my friend and be like, well, I like you. And it's like, because it was so obvious that they knew that they liked each other. So it was more of a thing of friends to lovers type of trope. Bella and Will. Will is as boring as you can get. He is your boring blue giant who is very beautiful to look at, but my god, was he boring. He was the epitome of like a freaking still wall. I could not do with his character. I feel like he was able to talk to Ricky more. We got to see his character more while he was talking to Ricky. Like, is that bad? I don't know. I just didn't see why Bella would. I don't know what she found interesting about the guy. I mean, Will is like the complete opposite of her, which is fine if you want to say opposites attract, but there wasn't any inkling of him being bubbly in any sorts or outgoing. I felt like he was just there to look at, but which is a bit controversial to say. But I just didn't like how his character was written. I think he better suited Ricky, but at the same time, I feel like Ricky doesn't deserve Will because Will is he's just a little meh. But you guys will let me know what you think of Bella and Will. I did think that they were cute moments that they had. I don't think that they were compatible. I think they just wanted to give Bella a relationship. It would have been nice if Bella was with a nerd. Will could have been a nerd too, because we don't know what a nerd looks like, but I think a nerd, like from a band or something, would have been nice. A little fun, like, touch over there. Emma and Ash, cute. He balanced her out. Um, I thought they were possibly the most mature couple on the show. I think they communicated the best that they could. It was like a mom and dad type of relationship, and I really like that. Antagonists, are y'all ready? The one that everybody hates the most, Charlotte Wattsworth. Can we just give an applause for the actress for Charlotte? I swear that chick had me pissed off every time I saw her on my screen. I just couldn't stand her. But can we just give an applause for the freaking actress? Because she ate that. She killed it up. Guys, remember to separate the character from the actress, okay? Thank you. Y'all were going crazy. Some of y'all a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. But oh my god, she ate it up. I'm not even going to kid you. Like, I could not stand Charlotte. I did not like her. I felt like this vendetta, like she starts off innocent and the vendetta just gradually grows, and I hate that she views herself better than others. The bullying that she did to Cleo was so nasty. Sophie Sophie Benjamin. Can I just say that I did not like her? I don't know why Zayn kept entertaining her. I just very nasty, very homewreckery. I hate it. Ryan Tate, and then we had Linda Denman, which were brief characters. Thing I also forgot to mention or person was Cleo's sister and Miriam posing as antagonists in the series. Cleo's sister was just such a big hater, and I know it's sibling dynamics, but the amount of times that Cleo's sister despised Cleo was just, I don't even know if that's normal, but I would say and categorize her as an antagonist in the series. Obviously, with the show's subsequent ending and the natural formation of the show's departure, which I believe was the believed lack of viewership at the time, season 3 would mark the end of H20 as a whole, and obviously henceforth conclude. Although the series was reintroduced a few years later under the title name Mako Mermaids, a spin off of H20 taking place in an alternate reality or universe. However, Ricky featured in this as a special guest, so I'm not sure if they let go of that narrative or not. But I honestly found Mako Mermaid boring. It lacked that fantastical element. It lacked a little bit of the spark or love or uh, I don't even know how to say it. There was something magical about H20 that Mako Mermaids lacked for me. I did not enjoy it, and I did find it a little bit redundant. It did get a bit tedious at some point. I think I stopped watching when I was younger. Anyways, H20 was a brilliant show of its time. It featured, your fantastical scenarios mixed with the important aspects of drama, economic circumstances, bullying, and identity by challenging the formula of other TV shows marketed to tweens at the time. Of course, without it, we would not have the iconic Cleo memes, nor would we have these iconic characters to look up to. I really enjoyed the show. There was this sort of aura, if you will, that was carried with it. I remember coming home after school to watch it, and it was just a fantastic show. Um, there's no better way to summarize this conclusion rather than just saying that just H2O, just add water, was a phenomenon. It was that one time thing that happens, and the only thing you can do is just sit and just feel the feelings of nostalgia and just picture yourself being there. I remember like playing mermaids was because of H2O, because of these mermaid shows, because women, girls, teens, tweens, anybody could feel like they're a part of something. They were mermaids, of course, but I mean, they brought such a liveliness to fantasy shows at the time. I loved being a girl. Like, I love these types of shows, and if you haven't watched H2O, I think you should. I mean, my brother even watched it with me, and I mean, he could agree. It's a very nice show, not to mention the music as well. Very nostalgic, and it's something that I will be showing to my kids one day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will have something planned soon. I'm not sure when the next video will be coming out. Bear with me. I'm trying to get everything sorted out in one video so that we can have a full discussion probably in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the show. It's a very short and quick video, but hey, if you want something longer, then you can just request and we'll see. But thank you guys. Please follow me on Instagram. And subscribe, please. Like, there's a lot of you watching, but you guys don't subscribe. But thank you guys so much. The amount of times I'm saying thank you, like, truly, I appreciate it. Um, yeah, it's Rainy Day Lily. Follow me on Instagram if you want some updates. Bye bye.